They pay good.
It's fit check time, gentlemen. How about Deebo Samuel showing up in his first game as a Commander?
Yeah,
how's he looking?
How about that, man? He doesn't
Well, I
look
see them
good,
shiny shoes. One thing about Deebo, first game, he got to be Deebo today for the team.
And there's Russell Wilson showing up as the Giants and Commanders get set to go head-to-head. That's one aging quarterback, but as Adam Schefter gets us started with some of the news of this Sunday, we begin with another aging quarterback, Shefty.
Greeny, for all the concern there was this summer about Matthew Stafford, he will start today against the Houston Texans, and the Rams don't seem overly concerned about him. He'll deal with pain-killing injections. He is 37. He does have a bulky back, but Matthew Stafford is one of the toughest players in the league. The Rams thought he would be out there all along on opening day, and he will be today against the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, the Pittsburgh Steelers get back their team captain, Cam Hayward, just before today's opener against the Jets. After Hayward did not practice with his team throughout the summer, they get a revised contract done where they add $3 million of incentives to boost the value of his deal potentially to up to $18 million. Without that raise, Hayward would have had to make a big decision. Now he doesn't. Meanwhile, during the spring league meeting, NFL executive Troy Vincent warned coaches, GMs, and executives that there would be, as one source recalled, zero tolerance for acts that demean the game, and the league would come down hard on any violations. Now, we saw what happened on Thursday night with Jalen Carter and Dak Prescott. Now, the belief around the league also is that Jalen Carter did serve time. He missed the entire game at this point in time. The fine in the past, the punishment in the past has been a fine as well. No player has been suspended additionally. We'll see how the league decides to handle this, but a ruling should come down on Monday, Greeny.
Yeah, which is interesting. They play the defending, the rematch of the Super Bowl, I should say, against Kansas City next week. They opened their defense on Thursday. Not the prettiest of starts, but they did win the game against Dallas. Saquon Barkley, that 10-yard touchdown run. Cowboys had every chance to win this game in the fourth quarter. Two big drops from CeeDee Lamb, contributing to what was a tough night for the Cowboys. In the end, the Eagles escape with a win that left a lot of questions for a lot of different people. Alex, you were saying the Eagles kind of reminded you of a team that might be familiar at our table.
Yeah, a little bit. Listen, you said it. They did not play great, right? Like, A.J. Brown had, one catch. Devontae Smith, not really a factor. Saquon didn't play great. They lose Jalen Carter right off the bat. They still won, right? Like, great teams, they don't have their best, can still win ball games. It does. It reminds me, I'm not saying they're this, but as a team, it reminded me of you guys in New England. That's impressive at this level. Like,
for Sirianni, I think that's a testament to Sirianni, how he had these guys focused. I mean, yes, the average team that made the mistakes lost, all right? The great team that made even probably more mistakes, we'll lose our best player on defense. Yeah, no big deal. We'll commit multiple penalties. All right, no big deal. We still win the game because they know other ways to win football games. That's why the Eagles are world champions.
You never have to apologize when you win. Yeah. It doesn't matter style points. And Sirianni, I mean, look, he doesn't care. Man, we're going to run it 50 times, whatever it takes to win. They keep getting it done, and it is frustrating because they do remind me of those darn Patriots, too.
Just getting the W, that's all I hear up here, and it's rightfully so because, like you said, everybody didn't play well. You're defending your turf, get the W. But if there's one thing that really stands out to me, let me talk about CeeDee Lamb. You're the third highest paid wide receiver in all of football. And then when it's crunch time, you don't show up for your team. And yeah, I get that. Yeah, we do miss some passes sometimes as wide receivers. But you're on the road in a divisional game against the defending champs. Right here, that's not a defensive play. That just bounces right off the chest of CeeDee Lamb. Right here, this has got to have it down for CeeDee Lamb. Right here, you go out and stretch out and get the ball. So looking further, we always praise Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb when things go well, but when they're bad, they're bad. CeeDee Lamb, I need better effort out of him going forward.
And he's their best player.
Yes.
And quite honestly, his teammates showed up in a big way, I thought. And sometimes, I don't know, I think Dallas is going to be pretty good.
They'll be all right.
We'll see. CeeDee Lamb almost always makes those.
All right, you can build your entire defense around a great player. All right, good players, that's fine. Like Jerry talked about, you can get some good players. Yeah, they ain't the difference. You're not winning because of, they're part of your reasons you're winning. But trust me, you win because of players like this. And draft picks, they're lottery picks. You don't know if you're going to hit. Well, guess what? You hit on this one.
Yes.
And the odds of it are winning the dang lottery to get a player like this.
Rick,
Jerry made it personal.
Yeah, he did. And you're spot on. This guy is a difference maker, right? Like, I can assure you that he's such a problem. He's a nightmare to game plan for. You come in that week, the offensive coach has got a giant circle on this guy, and they contort the entire game plan around him, right? Like, he doesn't even have to have sacks to affect the game because you're constantly aware, where's he lined up? We got to chip him. We got to help. We got to get a tight end to his side. Maybe we're going to run the football at him. And then I can tell you this as a quarterback. You're getting preached to the entire week about ball security, right? Do not let this guy wreck the game. Don't let him get the sack fumble. Yeah. And that 3rd and 10, when you're trying to focus downfield and it's loud, it is in the back of your head that this werewolf's running around the edge and can just wreck the game.
Great
and so again, he frees up all the other players around him for one-on-ones. This guy, listen, you're in a category with Reggie White by himself. I mean, elite.
Yeah, great player. And Rex, what you're saying, you win because of players like this, but today you could lose because of a player like this. Because initially I was happy for Micah. It's like, all you want to do is ball. You want to talk about family. You want to talk about no distractions, because the big D in Dallas sometimes stands for distractions. All right, you get out of there. You get out of Dallas and you get into Green Bay, because we all know what Green Bay is. It's all about ball there. It's a city that just loves its team. The fan base is beautiful. Green Bay Packers, right? Green Bay Packer mentality. But you bring Dallas into that locker room when you're talking about those that run trick plays, they can't beat you straight up. Well, they were in trick plays against your defenses, Micah, because you weren't smart enough to stop them, for one. And now what you did was give them so much motivation. Do you understand the head coach on the other side, okay, in Dan Campbell?
Right.
And he hears this stuff, and this guy is a mastermind of taking these words, and he's going to insult his players. And you know what this guy said? You can't beat them straight up. You can't run. He provided them all the motivation they possibly could need in Detroit. And that he has to get that Dallas out of him. You got your money now. You got your contract. You should be happy, Moss, but you can't provide this type of Dallas distraction in Green Bay.
You know, I mean, you ever been traded before, bro? I think you was a Patriot your whole life, right?
Been traded.
Well, you don't know what it feels like from an emotional standpoint of what a player goes through. And when you see what Parsons was going through, sitting in there with the owner where you think you have a deal, but you don't have a deal, one thing that I'm looking for today is how he impacts the other 10 guys on his defense. Mainly Rashawn Gary, the guy on the other side, where before he became a Green Bay Packer, that's the guy that you had the game plan for, was Mr. Gary on the other side. So you got 2 pass rushers that out there. And if you know the history about the Green Bay Packers as of lately over the last couple of years, you know they don't apply a lot of pressure. They want to get to you with 4. Well, now they can get to you with 4. So I'm just anxious to see what the other 10 guys' impact is going to be with having a guy like Parsons.
You can't sack the quarterback on a running play. So Detroit, your point right there, the fuel to the fire, I wouldn't be surprised if Detroit runs it 40 times at him.
We will have a
Pretty good right tackle.
A closer look at the specific game a little later in the show. Just as far as the bigger picture here, Randy, you were saying there's a lot of pressure. Everyone in the world is now picking Jordan Love to be the MVP and picking the Packers to go to the Super Bowl. That brings a lot of pressure when you bring a guy like Parsons.
Well, the thing about it is you're getting a guy still in his prime. Earlier in the show, I talked about a game changer. You're bringing a game changer to a team that will impact the whole team. So I expect a lot coming out of Green Bay with just adding one player to that
This
team.
is really uncharacteristic for Green Bay. Yes. This is an organization that for decades has never made moves like this. I mean, this is them staking a flag. Like, this is our window. We have an opportunity. Let's go get it. I totally agree. A ton of pressure in Green Bay.
Mike is a huge difference maker. And yes, he's going to win football games. I understand that. But now you're the player, you're the leader. Everyone now looks to you. Everyone's now listening to what you say and the attitude and mentality that you project. So if this is the way it's going to be, and we're going to talk trash like this every single week, I mean, you can go with it. But these younger players are looking to him now, to what he says and what type of mentality
Hold on,
he
real
has.
quick.
Trash, bro.
Hold on, real quick.
Not like that. I mean, to the most physical team in the league, you're telling them they can't beat you straight up. I'm not like that.
A defensive player. You've watched Michael Parsons since he was a rookie in Dallas, right? Will he make an impact on this team, Brew? Yes or no?
He will.
All right,
he
that's
will.
all we know.
Yeah, you know
I
those
don't
two.
think he will today. Hoss. He's going to make it every other game, but not today. Why? They're going to run it right at him.
I want the impact to be everywhere.
Yep.
Micah should impact everything. Everyone look to me. Look what I do. Look how hard I work. Look what I say. Everything. That's what I want Micah to be.
Here's what the Packers do. They win home openers. They've won 12 straight. You know what the last time they lost their first game at